Feliz lunes. Happy Monday, folks. Some of the comments. One guy. Why do you keep doing what you do? I hope it's worth all the money you're getting from YouTube. And then what did he say? Anyway, money from YouTube. Are you kidding me? This doesn't make money, what I do doesn't make money. It costs money. It costs all sorts of stuff that you would not understand. If I wanted to accumulate lots of money, I would not be doing this, okay? Let's just leave it there. Money. God. And then you get the other comments, right? Somebody has been following me for over 2 years. Started out as, what are you talking about? Get off! To, I've thought about it. Of course you wouldn't see the sun if there were an 8-minute and 20-second light delay. And that is why I do it. Because somebody who I thought he's just going to be one of these people shoving that last bit onto your grave, like, you're talking rubbish. No. Somebody very intelligent got it because he thought for himself. That's why I do it. Because when more people think for themselves, the freer everybody becomes, right? That's why I do it. Now, the sun, right? Planet Earth, 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the light from the sun to get here. 8 minutes and 20 seconds for what's there to get to there, okay? In the 8 minutes and 20 seconds, when the photons leave there and make their way there, by the time they get there, the sun would be 2.08 degrees further away in the sky. That is a big deal when we're talking the planet's actual spin, if it is round. I had another amazing conversation this morning. I tell you what, the older we get, the less we know. That was what I was told. And thinking about it, it's unbelievable what's going down here. But some of us are trying to put it right. In the 8 minutes and 20 seconds, bang, the sun has shifted. Why? Why would you see the sun if it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for its light to get here? Why would you ever see the sun? Don't forget, your science tells you, if the sun suddenly switched off, you would not know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. If it switched off, so let's forget that one. If this switched off, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. Well, you guys wouldn't know. I'd know straight away, right? Because light's absolute. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That means that by the time it went dark, the so-called sun, again, would be over there. That's irrelevant when it's going from light to dark. But what is relevant is you are told you would not know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That means you cannot be seeing the sun in the sky if it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds. It means thinking for yourself with a piece of paper, and you do a couple of little circles, the sun and Earth. You can even throw the moon in and give Daisy the cow a mention, right? If it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for anything to get its light somewhere, and that somewhere is turning on its axis, that somewhere would never ever see the light source itself. It's a fact. You would only ever see the Mickey Mouse photons with nothing behind it. Because if you could see the physical sun in the sky, there is only one scenario where you could ever see the sun like we see it in the sky. And that scenario is if you were looking 8 minutes and 20 seconds into the future. And we know that's ridiculous. So we settle for its live, its absolute light. A solar eclipse simply cannot happen. Be 2 minutes, mate. Simply cannot happen, right, with any kind of light delay coming from the sun. First of all, if there were a light delay, we wouldn't see the sun in the sky. That one's about thinking for yourself, and I say that with mucho gusto today because somebody who I thought wouldn't gets what I'm saying. It's a big deal. 8 minutes and 20 seconds for photons to get to the moon. In that time, planet Earth has moved 2.08 degrees on its axis. That's after the sweet spot. That's before and into. You would never see the physical sun in the sky. And the fact that when the solar eclipse is taking place, you've actually got the sun's corona around the moon. Folks, you can play this game for however long you want, but the dominoes are starting to topple. If you don't think for yourself now, something so basic, when the dominoes do topple, which side of logic and common sense and which side of history do you want to be on? If there is a delay of 8 minutes and 20 seconds for light to reach planet Earth from the sun, you would never see the physical sun in the sky because it would always be 2.08 degrees ahead of where you can physically see. It's a very, very basic, very, very logic, common sense fact, and it takes a piece of paper, a couple of circles, use an eraser. You might have to use 2 different colors, maybe even 3, and you will see how ridiculous the light delay claims actually are. Money, trust me, this isn't about money. Bad shot. But today is a good day. Have a great rest of the week, and no doubt I'll see you later on today for some more absolute light paraphernalia. Laters.